everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The two original game plans for this one might go right out the window because snow is falling, and it doesn't appear to be letting up anytime soon. Turnovers and special teams could very well be the difference makers here. It's the Dolphins going up against the Browns.
The forecast calling for more of the same of what we're seeing right now, a steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Langford. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Browns send out their punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, we're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Toss play, Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll drop to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They send Stills in motion. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stills. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
First down, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll throw here, Kaiser. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Phillips in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Let's round. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. Brand.
working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Flushed out right. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. What? Let's round. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep here for Landry. And that That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. From the gun, Kaiser. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Play fake. Kaiser throwing deep here for Coleman. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what his man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he motions the wide receiver. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's complete. Stills. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They send Stills in motion. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. And Stills bringing it in. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Here we go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll set up a throw. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. all the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down, Crowell. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll toss it to Crowell. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd down, Kamara. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Browns, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time.